Welcome to the Seven Crosses series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 19th of August 1976. I want to start with an apology in the sense that going forward my videos will for this series will be dropped down to about between 40 and 45 minutes instead of the usual hour. The reason for that is that I've got a horrendous upload problem. Upload speed seems to have been cut by about a third, so it takes me about 3.5 hours to upload a 1 hour video to YouTube. Now my internet provider is saying that there's absolutely nothing wrong with the system, but a threefold increase in upload times, it means there's got to be something wrong. Therefore, apologies for the reduction in the length of the videos. Now, moving on, I'd like to say a big thank you for your comments and feedback. You guys give me so much to think about. Now, I did get one suggestion about shipping the livestock up from this area to my new meat production area in Foodville. The problem is I'm running out of workers here, so what I'm going to do really is shut this whole area down, because I've been monitoring this area here. You can see there's no workers here, and I think partly it's to do with the bus service. In fact, you can see I've actually getting workers in here now. Plus we've got this building here, so what I really need is another bus coming up to here, because I've got a bit of a fuel problem as well. So the first thing we're going to do is, and you can see I'm spending money that I didn't really want to spend, but I don't think I've really got a lot of choice at the moment. I think we'll go with you and come up to pick you up here, load you there, and drop you off there. So we'll just push this out, see if we can get that going a bit better. Now, the other comment I got was related to clothes, and you can see the clothes factory is nearly finished, which is another reason why I've effectively shut down. I want to shut down the meat production, because if I show you in here, you can see I've only got 30 unemployed workers, which means that technically I've only got a workforce of 10. So what we may have to do is try and reduce some of our production in this area. In fact, I'm just going to reduce this factory down to about 10, I think, for the moment, so I can rebalance the workforce there. And also the same person pointed out the fact that I've neglected my road construction crew out here. So we do need to do a little bit of work out there, but we're going to come back to that because I've got to do something else first to do with fuel. Now, the other suggestion I got, which caught me by surprise, because I didn't think I could actually do it, and I'm still not sure if I actually can. What they suggest is to be able to make a more efficient rail system is to connect these two up with a line through this area here. I'm just going to pause the game so that we can do it. Now, if you watched the previous video, you might notice that I've moved the construction toolbar back down to the bottom. The reason for that is that I played on a little bit, and I found that having the construction toolbar and the hotbar up here with all these drop downs was causing a bit of a problem. So what I've done is decided to move it back down to here. I'm just going to have to get used to the visibility, because it means I can come up here now and oops, take this road out here, and I think we're going to put it back in again. That's a gravel road again, but I'm hoping that if I do that. One thing also I've noticed with this start construction planned interface, there isn't a cancellation button like there used to be on the current update. So if you want to remove pre-planned construction, you're going to have to do it by hand. The next thing I want to do is see if we can get this in here. We're going to have to kind of come out like that. Oh, this is going to be a bit tight, isn't it? And what I would like, wow. That connector there. Wow. I didn't think that was possible, but I'll take it. Now, I've kept them as separate tracks. I mean, my other alternative option was to merge them into one here and then kind of split it here, but the fact that that's actually worked, and what we'll do is we'll signal this so that the trains can only go one way round to here, which is the only direction they should go. And what that means is that when we go down to here and to drop off the coal in the here, and as suggested, is when the iron comes back to here, the train will be able to go round this loop and then pick up another load of coal to deliver back to the border. So I think that's a pretty astute observation there, actually. Let me just assign Colville Road crew. Now I've also got a bit of a problem over here, actually, while I'm thinking about it. I've got a feeling that these guys need the workers here to finish this off. I don't think that's long enough for a asphalt plant. Now, before I talk about the actual problem that I've got, what I want to do is show you what we've done up here. We're getting pretty close to getting our security services going. And once this is built, what I'm going to do is go around and rework them. Up here, things are coming together quite nicely. We've nearly finished this here. And the other thing I've also done is that I took some of the older trucks out of here and sent them up to here. And if I show you here, what I've started doing is getting some better trucks in here now, because the one, they go a little bit faster, and well, if we had asphalt roads, well, once they get out the field, they'll probably go a little bit faster. But eventually what we need to do is be able to asphalt these up a little bit and get them moving quicker through this area here. The reason I've mainly put these up is so that we can get the extra carry capacity bringing the crops in from the fields. Now, what I do want to do up here is start working on this farm and working on some storage up here. But first things first, I need to talk about the problem that I've got. That is that I've had a bit of a problem over here, in the sense that this pickup office here stopped picking up fuel from here for some reason. And what I've actually had to do is put them onto the actual biofuel plant here. And if I speed the game up, they might actually move. But what they seem to do is they don't move out of here until there's enough fuel in here for them to go and pick up. See, he's gone to pick up there, but no one's picking here. I'm just wondering whether there's been a change with respect to here, because it was working. But since the new update, this seems to need some power. And I kind of look round for the power options, but we don't. I mean, I kind of what I should have really done is put in a power takeoff here. So what I'm going to do is, just mainly as an experiment, is we're going to put a windmill in here. I think we'll just go straight for the, I mean, this is 15 megawatts. We should be able to just drop one in here. We're going to go very quickly, and oops. I'm just going to put a mud road in, because I'd like this to be built ASAP. So we're going to assign the Como to here. Actually, we're going to put Colville main construct on it as well. Because what I did is I sat here for a little while between videos and watched here, and none of these vehicles actually went into this station. So you've got 300 tons sat here, and all they're doing is going into here. The other problem I got over here, which hopefully I've fixed with the bus now, is that I was getting a bit of a problem with the workforce here. But you can see that they're going to this one to pick up, because this one's actually got power to it. But what they didn't have was a workforce. So things got a little bit unstable there. And I really think that I'm going to have to kind of review my current situation with the way things are. You can see I've also spent a lot of money because I bought those extra trucks, and of course I've had to buy the security cars as well, which has cost me a lot of money here. So it looks like we've actually got our security headquarters here now. Nope, it's not finished yet. Still needs some, but it's nearly there. I think while that's running, I'll just take you over here. Now, somebody did suggest in the comments about reworking these conveyors to try and solve this problem with the coal supply, and I'm not sure I really want to do that just at the moment, because I thought I could possibly get a power takeoff here. But what I'm thinking is that once we've built the rail connection here, so we got the train doing the exporting, the numbers of trucks coming into here picking up coal should drop quite dramatically, because if we're taking the coal down to here, where's it? Here, to drop off, you can, no, it's not gravel, it's coal. Yeah, thank you, game. What it will mean is that I will probably be able to do away with this coal pickup point here, and any trucks that do need coal can then actually pick up directly from there. And what that might do is, I'm thinking possibly that I might be able to make a connection through here and then effectively dispose of this one. But that's what I'm thinking at the moment. But of course, until the train is done, I'm just going to have to stay with the way things are. And I think that might be the better solution. And what that will mean is the power station will be drawing directly from this primary coal store. And of course, when this is built, this will also be supplying the primary coal store. So I think that will probably be the best long-term solution. Sorry, I'm flicking around. I'm just a bit twitchy. You can see we're just coming into winter, so I just want to take, oh, well, we're September. Autumn is coming here. I think overall our harvest is going quite good. I think I put some of the new trucks in here as well. Or maybe I didn't. Because then we've still got the old trucks operating here. But as somebody pointed out a little while ago, I do need to start asphalting up these roads here. In fact, let's just take a look at my road crew and see what you're actually doing. What roads are you working on? What on earth is that? Okay, you've got a little bit of a... You need the main crew on that footpath, because otherwise that's never going to get built. I need to reduce the workforce here, because I don't want 75 people in here. That will just steal all my workforce. So I'm going to drop it down to about 10. What we need to do now is, I want to look in here. I'll probably drop you down to about 10 as well. And what we need to do is hook up the... Where are you? I think you're... We need to get you delivering crops to here. I really feel that I need to kind of work this a lot better. And of course, we got this 100% thing, which I've noticed that you can now increase your drop-offs to 100%. Which is going to... I think this is one of the hazards. What we should be able to do now is get some crops coming into here, which will then produce some stuff here. What I'm going to also do is we're going to split the load here. We'll just take this out. Electro components, we'll leave the clothes. Alcohol, I don't want that. Fabric. Yeah, we don't need fabric. And we don't need the... Oops. Sorry about that. Don't need chemicals. Alcohol. Food. Electro components. We'll just come here. And, well, I mean, we could put crops in here as well. We've got building on fire. That's not something that I want. Actually, I think what we will do is we'll put some crop capacity in there as well. 72 tons. A bit worried about this. Oh, no, it's been extinguished. Thank you. Now, there is one, I think it's, no, it's on this one, isn't it? There's one that's actually exporting to the border. You're picking up the closed warehouse and you're delivering to there. So what I want to do is add this one to give you a secondary closed pickup there. Close and pick up. You're dropping all the way out to there as well. What I'd like to do is put you onto here as well. Already assigned. Okay. Is it Colville materials delivery then? Oh, this is Colville. So need to add you to here as well. You can pick up clothes from here. This just ensures that they've got multiple options for pickup. So it must be this guy who's actually exporting. I think it's knife edge small distribution office. Yeah, so what we need to do is put you onto here, and I want you to pick up clothes whenever it's more than, say, 30%, which is, oops, 30% of 22 tons is about 7 tons, so that would leave enough in here to keep the economy going. At the same time, it will ensure that we've got a possible export option as well. So let me just spin back up to here now. Right, we've now completed this. We need to set this to, I'm going to set this to about 40%. And what is our, we've got 42% now. Of course, what we're going to need is some police vehicle, security vehicles. Oops, what's that? No, that's not that one. There's police cars. Oh, these are mods. Can I buy police cars for the secret police? Or was that just a new category for the next update? Let me just see. I'm not going to buy them. I just want the. Oops, I don't want that. Let me just see. No, I'm not. Got the T613s, so we can't buy police cars. And we need 3. Here goes my money again. Oh no, personal cars. Need 1, 2, 3. Of course, they've got to be black because they're all secret polices. But sometimes I worry about our security forces because no matter where the security forces seem to be in the world, they always seem to have preference towards black vehicles or a common type of vehicle, which kind of makes them stand out. I don't know if that is intentional to make them look more intimidating or whether it's just a mentality. I always remember some film and which film it actually was, and some actor was identifying contractors, and he says you're always easy to spot because you've all got the same haircut. Anyway, I shouldn't be talking about things like that. So we're actually getting some fuel in here. See, again, these guys are kind of just sat around. But one thing I have done with these actual fuel distributions is when I was investigating the problem of supply, I thought maybe mixing 2 distribution offices together was causing the problem. So what I actually did is I split them apart. So this one is covering this side of the map down here, and mainly the specialist buildings that need fuel, and then this one is covering the main gas stations going out to Colville. But one problem I have noticed is that I've only got the one gas station out here, which seems a bit short on fuel, which is a little bit worrying. Because again, I think the problem is that this is why I wanted to build the windmill rather than mess about trying to get this in. Because at the moment, we're kind of getting the fuel snatched from here, and then they're not really picking up big loads to keep everything full. But what I'm considering is that we need to get. Actually, does this actually have power? Yes, it does have power. Thinking that we've got a gas station here, and we've got a gas station along this road. What I'm wondering is we got a small bus station here, which is a bit irrelevant. I'm thinking that maybe we need a gas station out here, say about here. So we're just going to drop that in. It's going to be in range of that power substation. How are you guys off? Have you got, I think you've just picked up the new road, but unfinished road here. Okay, you've got a, I think you need the Colville main construction supporting that. And there's part of me that would like to, I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna asphalt in that section of road there, because the vehicles can go that way. I think I need to upgrade this whole area here, but that would be something for winter. And this is built now, so we got this section in here. Rail track wise, things are going. I'm just a bit worried about why I'm not making any money. Let me just see. Where's the economy breakdown? Okay, in resources. Well, we are making a little bit. What are we importing? Steel electro components. Yeah, so we're kind of getting whacked a little bit with the electro components. So I've got a feeling we may have to take a loan out once our little train out here is finished doing what he's doing. What are you currently working on? I want to check. You're pushing out this way. Okay. I'm just going to let him do his thing for the moment. I think it'd be okay. I just want to check. Last chance to buy. Thank you. Yes, game. Right, we've now got a wind turbine here. And you can see now, look, he's going in here. So what I should be able to do now is take the biofuel plant off here now. Because we've got a nice big wodge of fuel here now, we should get our fuel trucks. Let's just see. I want to keep an eye on him. Oops. Oh, we got a nice big one here. I think you're actually exporting the fuel, so that's going to make us a bit more money eventually. So you go into Foodville gas station after he's filled up. Thank you again. We're just going to keep it up. Because of course he's going to come in here now and pick up a full load. Something he wouldn't do in the biofuel. Where are you going? Just have a little bit of a follow. The old air pollution coming out the back there. It's got a good old-fashioned diesel engine. I was actually watching a video on bad truck drivers, and it was actually in China, and I've come to the conclusion that Chinese truck drivers are completely insane. But one video I watched, they were trying to get it out of well, mud is probably the best way to describe it, and the driver was really revving the engine up, and the clouds of black smoke that was coming out was incredible. Anyway, should we talk about things like that? But as I say, I think you've got Chinese truck drivers are completely insane, and then nothing not far behind, I think, are Indian truck drivers, especially the ones that go up through the Himalayas delivering stuff. I mean, some of the roads they were driving on, when these are really big trucks, you're not talking 7.5 tonners, you're talking trucks that are really big and probably overloaded as well, and they're literally just driving them up through. Oh, we've now got this bus stop's finished. How many workers have we got here? Right, we've got some workers, because what I'd like to do is get some workers into here, because I would like to get this field active as well. And we've got a workforce here. Let me just see, what are you actually doing at the moment? Because we've got, I think you're working on technical services. I think what we can do now is start to bring that in. And here goes my money again. Now we've got, this is 40, so we actually need about 80 workers. So what we're looking at is possibly a bus that's 50, 60. I know I'm blowing the money just the way it is, but okay, heating problem. Got 55 workers there for 81,000. Wow, everything is getting very expensive. And you can actually 80 kilometers an hour. This is actually 10,000 cheaper, and it's got more passengers. I think we'll go with this KSM11. Oops. What we're going to do is get you up to here, and there. Now I'm going to have to try and stop spending money. We're going to drop you down there, and then we're going to drop you off there so that we can get some workers into our field up here, and hopefully that will, if we can get this field active. I'm hoping that what might happen is that the cattle in here and here might move down to here if we've got workers in here producing cattle. That's the theory anyway. Now, because we've got our security forces out patrolling now, look at that, here they go. I think they've already, oh yeah, they've been very busy. Oh, we haven't got here, so we need to set this up. And what I'm thinking is that in the last video I set some of the schools probably back over here to 35, but I think because our average is starting to increase, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start increasing this now. So we're going to push this up to 40 so that we hopefully we will start to get a little bit more improved loyalty in our schools and other things. I can't remember where the school is here. This is the university. We can push you up to 40. How are we doing over here while we're just looking? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're getting a nice kind of steady flow in here. Where was the school? Yeah, we're going to push you up to 40 as well. I'm sure there was a school over here as well. That's a kindergarten. And then we'll just scoot over to Colville. Just push. Oh, you're up to 40 already. Pick the university. You're 40. I was looking at some of these just before I started, so I was kind of fiddling around with them. Anyway, so I'm hoping that what that will do is, as our average loyalty up here increases, so our next target is 50% or above 45%. And then what I'll do then is, well, once we get an average over 45%, because you've got to remember is that, just pause, we go here. When you look at the loyalty here, you've got some people who are quite low. You've also got other people, I'll just move that in there so that the comes in here. You will see that some people get, wow, quite high loyalty. In fact, the loyalty in this area isn't particularly that good actually. So maybe we need to work a little bit harder at it just to get things going. What is this? This is a gym. Let me just catch up now because I've been kind of being a little bit distracted. Right, I think you can start work on the gym. And I think now we're getting a little bit more food and a little bit more clothes in. We can start work on another one of these prefabricated blocks, because I've got to remember to look in the right place. Where's my workforce? We've got 900 over 21s at the moment, which we need to work on, and we're also going to need this gas station. So we're Colville large construction. What's happened there then? It's not, it's Colville large main construction. Who are you? Oh no, you're the new one out here, which I still haven't populated. And we also need some tech services out here as well. So many things to do, but at the same time I just need that money increasing. You can see here we lost 74,000 last month. That's because I bought those vehicles. I've got to stop buying vehicles now and concentrate on piling up some cash. Right, let me just I keep going up there, apologies. You've got 0.2, so I think we're getting close to the point where we can start asphalting up these roads here. So because I think what we got is what's left over this side. What's my road crew doing? We've only got the one road, this one unfinished road. I'm not exactly sure what that unfinished road is. I think I'd like to we'll do those bit first, and then you can come in here. What was that unfinished road? Let me just check. Yeah, we need the workers on here as well. Nicomo large construction, because it's too short for the paver. So it's actually couldn't a problem. Now I did consider actually increasing the population here, but I think the problem I got is that the actual population, the heating here, is it's already at 153%. So I don't really want to increase this even more. I think I'm already pushing my luck. In fact, I'd be looking to try and reduce the population here. So we got nothing here. What I am thinking is to effectively start to demolish this area here, but we'll see how much meat we're producing up here, because I'm not sure. I haven't really completed. Actually, let's have a look here. We got 22 workers there. But we got workers there, so hopefully we're going to get this chain reaction coming down to here. Wow, we're going to need more workers here, aren't we? Right, we're going to take a look at this is a bit of a mess, isn't it? You're picking up there, you're dropping off at you're picking up from the fish farm and the meat storage, and you're just dropping off on the Como labor food. Why are you unloading meat at a chicken farm? It doesn't make sense. You should be loading meat at the chicken farm. What is labor food? You're a store. Okay. You should only be loading at the chicken farm, although technically they're connected together. The Como grocery store. Yeah. Right, I'll just push these up a little bit. So you're meant to be delivering to there. The smokehouse, get you to there. That's delivering to Colville. So my main concern now is, where are you? Wow, what are you doing there? That is my... It makes me wonder how many... We've only got 2 refrigerated trucks trying to supply meat to this whole area. Got technical services here. Let me just look at this. I've got a feeling I'm going to need to sort things out. You've got a refrigerated truck. Where are you delivering to? You're picking up from there, and you're delivering to Nicomo Camp Grocery Store. Do we actually have any meat in here? What we're going to do is add you. It's already assigned. I'm just gonna have to sort this out, aren't I? It's got winter coming, and I'm still not making any money. What on earth is going on here? Yeah, it's the steel and the electro components that, for the railway, that's just literally draining the money away. So, problem, we've got plenty of meat here, we're just not shipping it to... My instinct is, what have we got here? Let me just see. You're moving the livestock. Let me just think. We've got space here. We've got this one that's bringing the food up. Just push these up to 100%. It could be the 30% that's causing the problem. We're going to push you up to there. My instinct is to say that I need a fully dedicated my instinct is that I need a fully dedicated distribution office here for supply of meat. Now this is the road out and it's right opposite a gas station, and I think what we will do is, well, where on earth is the distribution offices in here? I wanted to build a normal one. Interesting. Brick factory, gravel. Okay, game. Where is the distribution office? Citizens for cargoes, refueling. There's... I'm just going to pause while general cargo. Load and unload, airport terminal, container. There we are, distribution office. So it's under general cargo. We got 12 there, we got 5 there. How big's this? And how much space does this actually get? Whoops. It's not actually bad for... That gives me 5. This gives me 12. That's probably a little bit too much steel. I think we're going to start with a medium distribution office and we'll just tuck it in here like that. Actually, yeah, we're going to use a normal one here. Just going to drop you in there. Knife edge main road crew on there. And I think rather than messing around trying to sort out all the different supply chains, if I build a what we call it here, a distribution office here. In fact, we're just going to call you, we'll name you straight away. We'll call you food fill distrib. So that what that will mean is that we'll have a dedicated distribution office here, and then I can, once that's built, I can start tidying up some of these areas here as well, and then start gathering up what we got here. So we got, and we've also got this one here which we can use for meat distribution as well. I want to go back and take a look at my fuel supply. And that's down to thing. I think what's happening is that this guy is draining some of the fuel from here. We just take a look at the fuel pickup. I'm sure you're meant to be, something in here says that you're picking fuel up. Yeah, we just find it. I mean, we've got a tanker in here, so we should be picking the fuel. That says 79%. I think what's probably happening then is we're literally filling up all our gas stations, which is exactly what I'd like to see, because we can't afford to. I mean, if we start to run out of fuel now, we'd have a complete and utter collapse of our economy. Okay, let me just see back to here. A little bit fascinated about the loyalty. Is it? Here we just get we don't get a percentage, we just get the bar. And at the moment our loyalty is still 43%. I would guess that that's going to persist for some time, because we're just going to need to kind of work up here. Right, we're now on the 23rd of November. Let me just take a quick look at the foods line. Right, we've swept this area and we've got what, say 4,500 tons of crops in there. We're picking up here. We've got nearly 3,000 tons in here. Is not bad actually. We've got some there to keep our meat production going. Actually, just get back to here. Somebody actually mentioned about locking, but for some reason every so often this just seems to flip into another mode. Right, we got that there. I am thinking a little bit with respect to possibly working on the oil refinery. In fact, one thing I have forgotten to do, which somebody actually did post a comment when I'm going to do it now when I remember, is we need to work on this area here. Now, what I'm thinking out here, I'm just going to have the game on pause so it doesn't run away from me. What I'm liking out here is possibly 2 coal mines. So we've got a nice big patch of coal here, and then we'll have a town about here. I think to start with, we're going to need, is it metallurgy, fossil fuels? There we are. Let me just see. That's 91%, 95%, just about there. We got potential for 95% productivity just in this area here. If we go for one there, and this is going to need, it's not going to be flat. But I would guess that even with a slight overlap, we got a possibility of another one about 70-80% there. Definitely got to set up my toolbar. What we're thinking is to have the coal processing and production going in that direction, although it's not exactly flat. And let me just see if we come out about that, and then kind of curve you around. Get a nice little bit of a curve like that. And what that will do is it'll give me a road up to the coal mine. And this is in a little bit of a dip. So my instinct, well, there's the name of the town here. So I think what we'll do is we'll kind of bring the road up across here. And what I'm probably looking at is the fact. No, we won't. I mean, there's no reason for trucks to come up here because any products we produce over here are going to go out by train. So I think we can get away with this having a kind of central crossroads here for our town. Whoops. Okay, let me just get there. And we're going to come there. What we're going to do is get our little guys on. Let's see. A small construction office here. I don't want a dumper, I want a construction office. Come on, guys. I keep half expecting these to burn down, but and I think we'll just assign him there, and then he can lay out the road. And this will probably be our next expansion town, but at the same time I do want to work on over here as well. But before we can really start to expand out here or expand anywhere, what I need to do is just one, get the railway sorted out. Just gonna unpause again. And also just get this loyalty situation kind of settled down a little bit as well. Our secret police are probably covering the area quite nicely. 41%, 43%. So they're all kind of matching the average. Some of these are slightly below, probably because of the influence. See, 40%, and I'm assuming, and of course part of the problem is because we're playing on hard, the question is how much influence is this monument, because it says between 40 and 50% on depending on difficulty. So what we may have to do is just kind of try and trickle up our loyalty. Probably another project I need to work on is a radio station as well, which we're going to need. But to do that, we're going to need electronics, and at the moment everything is being sucked into my kind of rail network here, and I've just realized that I'm getting a little bit preoccupied with what's going on. So what we're going to do is just have a quick run round and see. So we got fuel in here, which is pretty good. What I will do is, I know it's, oh, we've got a fire Where's that? Wait, wait, come on, fire crew. Don't go on strike. I need my fire crews here. Here they come. I think if I can get 2 cheap snowplows. Right, we're going to go really cheap. Let's get 2 of those. I think it's going to be quite important to try and keep this road open, even if it's only with 2 snowplows. I'm back down to under 800,000. So that is going good. Look at that, losses again. See what this guy is actually doing now. You've got just an unfinished road. I think that we can get you going on there. We can start building this. It won't be ready for March unless we have an absolute miracle. But what I am thinking about is putting another storage vault in here. But where we can fit it in, I've got absolutely no idea. But that would be the subject of the next video. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.